Time. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Got a new Cardfight Vanguard video for you guys today, and today we are taking another look at Rezael. So as you guys know, in Japan, Rezael got hit with a pretty significant restriction where you can't play OG Rezael without, well, you can't play Rezael and Cellgaon on the same deck. Cellgaon, unfortunately, is one of the best grade ones in the entirety of Keter Sanctuary, and now they can't play it. It was extremely abusable, considering Rezael constantly calls units back from the drop, but it's a huge advantage engine, and they have now made it so we can't play it. On the bright side, we do have access to this new grade 2 that finally got announced, Mythics of Miracles. I'm going to butcher this name, Griffin. So we're going to talk about this new card, we're going to talk about this new build that we threw together while we're running certain cards, and then of course we're going to go jump into some gameplay. So if you guys enjoy this kind of content, drop a like on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Let's jump in and talk about the deck. So we're going to talk about the new card first, because we know the majority of Keter's cards, but this guy, brand new. Auto, when this unit is placed on rearguard, counterblast 1 with the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to one grade 3 or greater card with Rezael and its card name from among them, reveal it, put it into your hand, shuffle your deck. If you do not reveal a card, countercharge 1. Very reminiscent of Berserk Dragon for Draconic Overlord. The second skill though, the second skill is what makes this card. Like, the first skill is okay, you know, counterblast 1, checked up 7, get a Rezael. If you don't get one, countercharge, so you know you don't lose anything for using it. But that second skill, while Rezael has great numbers, sometimes it struggles to finish out games if, for whatever reason, their drive checks fall off. But this thing, listen to this thing. Auto rearguard. When this unit attacks, if you have a grade 3 greater Vanguard Rezael in its card name, this unit gets 5,000 power until the end of that battle. Then, if this unit was placed on rearguard by the ability of your grade 3 greater Vanguard Rezael in its card name, and your damage zone has 4 or more cards, this unit gets 10,000 instead of 5,000. If it gets 10,000 and is the 5th battle of that turn, your opponent cannot call Sentinels from hand to the Guardian Circle until end of battle. This thing is Rezael's finisher, and it pairs extremely well with Gabrielius. This build, I'm not 100% sold on Gabrielius, but especially on a Divine Skill turn, getting 4 drive checks and pumping it all onto this thing, where your opponent can't Sentinel it, and saving it for your last attack, it's going to be huge. It's probably going to have a crit, and it's just a really, really nice way to close out games. So let's talk about the rest of the deck real quick. I changed up the ride line. Instead of using the Alden grade 1, I went back to Ventesta. Ventesta gives us a guaranteed card, whereas that one, it was like, you would check top 5, look for a grade 1, or call it out. Since we're playing a much lower grade 1 package, I decided not to run it at all. Though, I could see it arguing differently, like say I was to up Painkiller Angel up to 4, and maybe add another grade 1, then yeah, I could definitely see us switching back to it. Asensio is just a disgustingly good grade 2, just gets us a grade 2 from the drop just for riding Rezael. We are playing Rezael in the ride deck. It's extremely consistent. You don't really get too much from going into Vita first. Like, sure, it makes it easier to get extra attacks because, you know, you're gonna call 2 based on your damage, and then you can put a Rezael into Soul to call another one. But you can't Divine Skill early. You actually lose out on the chance to Divine Skill on turn 3. Granted, a lot of times you're not going to, but you get what I'm saying. It's just, you have more flexibility going into Rezael first. And the deck still does have a pretty good plus engine, so it's not like you're gonna die before you get to turn 4. Trigger lineup, this is the first big change. We switched from the other front triggers to the Soul front triggers. So we are losing a little bit of shield value, but this deck uses a lot of Soul now. So we have Painkiller Angel and Cadwalla that Soul Blast. Rezael, we always want to make sure we have at least 1 card in Soul for Rezael's Divine Skill. Granted, Nilberius helps with Soul, but it's just, and Gabrielius Soul Blast too. So a lot of cards that Soul Blast, we want to make sure that we have enough Soul, especially since cards like Painkiller Angel we're gonna abuse. This is like our new Cellgaon now. It's just Cellgaon with a cost. We are losing a little bit of power by not having that extra 5k, but you know, Riff's Store makes up for that. Painkiller Angel's our early game. I do kind of want to put one more. Quick deck edit. So I just cut an Aerial Sage to put in a 4th Painkiller Angel. Painkiller Angel is just too good. We want to see it in the early game as much as possible. After a boost, Soul Blast 1, retire it, draw a card. Like I said, it's kind of like Cellgaon without the extra 5k power, and unfortunately a cost. 2 Aerial Sages. We do want to use Aerial Sage a lot because this deck does counterblast a lot, especially with Rift Store, Gabrielius. Actually, that's Rezael. Rezael counterblast every turn. Cadwalla, another good early game card, another good mid game card. Doesn't gain any power, but it's Soul Blast retire after if you have at least 4 units. Check top 3 for a grade 2 or greater. Great way to get into our Rezael copies, into our Biscottis, Noberus. We're still playing for Biscotti. You just gotta be careful with energy because Noberus does use 3 energy, and Noberus technically is a better card. Our new grade 2, I'm playing it at 4 because we want to obviously see it. It does help filter, and it is a big beat stick. And its first skill to check the top 7 is not grade restricted or Vanguard restricted, so you can do it in the early game to try and get into your Rezaels early. Anyway, guys. Oh, and 2 Gabrielius to set up for the finisher turn. I was running him at 1, but then he got damaged, and I was just like, is it going to hurt me to run 2? Don't know. We do have a pretty heavy amount of grade 3s. Anybody who's watched my channel or seen my streams knows I hate decks with a lot of grade 3s. But I think, you know, 9 in the main deck is okay. Anyway, this is the deck. Let's go jump into a game. All right, guys, we got a game and we're going first. And ooh, we're drawing into some goodies. All right, let me send these 3 back. You know what? I'll take it. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. All right, let's do this. All right, we're going to draw for turn. I hope I don't regret this. All right, there we go. I'll probably take the first damage in case we draw into bird. The Griffin is what I mean. When I say bird, I'm talking about the Griffin. I know this combo. What are we playing against? Portia? Oh, the dress up deck. No guard here. Bruh. Well, I guess it's better that's out the deck now, but I'm already gone 2 heals. Dope. Dope, dope. 3 heals. 3 heals gone now. This game hates me. We ride. Angel last 3. Draw. At least we got Rezael. Call. Soul charge 1. We'll move this up. We're gonna call, and call on your draw cards. Battle phase. We'll go swing. All right, skill. Soul blast 1. Retire. Draw. Swing. Trap check. Nothing. Thankfully, we still hit. Oh, I needed 1 more card in soul. I guess I should have guarded last turn, and they hit a heal. Thankfully, they didn't. It didn't work. Thankfully, because I would have been upset. Let's grab another Biscotti. All right, we're not looking too great right now. This game is not going my way. Crossing Luminaries. Look at 5 cards on top of your deck. Choose up to 1 card from among them called. Wait, how'd you do? I was gonna say, did you do both? Do we guard this? I guess. And then this goes to soul. And then as much as I don't want to not guard the Vanguard. Bro. You can't make this up. I make the joke all the time this game hates me, but come on. Alright, we draw. Slide back. I have... Oh, we get to call a card. Thank God. We'll call you here. It's like, do I want to? I guess I want to call Gabrielius because I don't really have much else. I just won't use Gabrielius' skill. Ugh. Battle phase. We can call a grade 1 to grade 2. All right, we have some of those. So we're gonna go swinging here. All right, skill. Soul Blast 1, retire, top 3. We'll grab our new grade 2. That's good because we want that for next turn. And then skill, Soul Blast 1, retire and draw. Then we're gonna go swing, skill, counterblast. We'll call, and I guess it don't really matter, but we'll call Biscotti. Yep, I would have guarded that too. Twin drive, first check, second check. What is a trigger? What is his hand? 18. And 21. Yeah, I would have did that too. That was a not great turn. Not great. We have plenty of offense for next turn, but not for right now. That's for damn sure. Does this card replace Nobiris? Like, obviously Nobiris is great for its draw and stack ability, but like, we don't ever get its 10k, because ideally for a kill turn, we would want to call Gabrielius and Rifistor. So it's like, do we give up Gabrielius? Or do we give up Nobiris on our kill turn? Just to think. Alright, so what do you do? Gets drive +1. If you Persona Road, this cost can be played with Counterblast 1 and discard a card from it at the end. Discard a card with its name from hand and stand it. Okay, it's a restanding Vanguard. That's cool. But you have to discard a card with the same name. And if you Persona Road, it's just Counterblast 1 and discard any card. Okay. If you have 5 or more other friends. You know, yeah, it sucks that I still have no defense. Well, we're probably gonna Divine Skill next turn, though we haven't seen that many crits. We've seen what, 2, and one of them's still. I'm just gonna no guard. Two, 3, 1 damage. All right, so we might be dead here. Mm, 28, 33. All right, so that's gone. That goes to Soul. That's gone. Do we just go to 5 here? I guess we see what kind of numbers it's swinging at me with, because this is going to be 30. 25, we'll guard this. Oh, and then just swinging 20? Alright, yeah, we'll guard that too. Alright, cool. We lived. Thank God. Alright, let's Persona Ride. We're going to get rid of Gabrielius. And we're going to call. Skill, Counterblast 1. Check top 7. We'll add a copy of Vita to hand. I guess we'll add OG. Shuffle. And then we'll call Nobiris and Aerial Sage. Aerial Sage will have plus 5k because I have you as a Vanguard. We have a Rezael and Soul, and you get 5k just for being you. All right, so we're gonna go battle phase. We're gonna start off with, because I can call a unit in front of this. Yeah, we're just gonna start off with you. 25. Okay, I'm gonna go swing. 28. Okay. Skill. Energy Blast 3. To the Soul. We check. We draw 1. Then we check top 1. And I forgot to Divine Skill, but it's fine because we're actually gonna bottom deck the crit. No, I need the defense, so it's fine. Now we're gonna Soul Blast, draw. Then we're gonna swing, skill, counterblast, call some stuff. We're gonna call you, and you, and put a Rezael and a Soul, giving our Vanguard another 5k. And then skill, we're going to discard a bird. I should have did that first, because then I could have called the bird. I fucked that up. Oh, I fucked that up. I fucked that up. And then we get another 2k. And then skill, Soul Blast 1. Sorry guys, I messed that combo up. We're gonna leave it on top. So we don't get the extra 5k, but it's because we have the trigger on top. Twin Drive, first check, critical trigger. We're gonna go power here, crit to Van. Second check, another critical trigger. Power here, crit to Van. And also this thing gains 10k because it was called by skill. Actually, these all gain 5k, I forgot. And now we're gonna go swing, skill, counterblast, plus 10k, and 1 drive. Well, that went crazy. I want to say we had enough to live on the next turn. We would have guarded with all of our crit triggers, and then we would have shuffled everything back. And we still were going to draw 2 more cards, because after that we would have swung with this, which is already massive. And then we would have used no bit. Was I out of energy? I guess we weren't using no bears, but we would have soul blasted again to draw another card. And then at 4 damage, I think we would have been all right. I don't know how beefy these columns get, but I don't see him dealing 2 damage through all of this. All right, guys, here's one more look at the deck. Remember, this was just our first draft. As a matter of fact, the fronts and Painkiller Angel actually was chat when I was doing this live stream. So let me know what you guys are testing for Rezael. Let me know how you guys feel about the restriction. And I don't know about Gab. I feel like, especially at least on our kill turn, these 3 cards kind of clash a little bit. So maybe we gotta pick and choose which ones are the best to use. But I wish I had not messed up that last combo, because discarding the grade 2 for Aerial Sage and then calling it out with Rezael skill would have been hype. But you live and learn. If you guys want to check me out on social media, those links will be down below. If you guys want to see me play some Cardfight Vanguard live, come join the live stream. Next Cardfight Vanguard live stream will be Tuesday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I would love to have you guys. That's gonna be it from me, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Later.
See it in my eyes, I was born for this. I got demons on my side, you ain't high like this. I got reason to believe, I don't need it from my gifts. Only I can change the world and it go like this.